What if everything you thought you knew about growing amazing peppers was missing a crucial piece? We're diving deep into the hidden world beneath your plants, uncovering 4 surprising soil amendments that most gardeners overlook. Prepare to unlock a level of pepper productivity you didn't even know was possible. The soil secret no one tells you. Most gardeners approach pepper cultivation with good intentions, but, some fundamental misconceptions about soil health. The biggest mistake I see fellow gardeners make is treating soil like an inert growing medium rather than the living, breathing ecosystem it truly is. You might be faithfully adding standard compost and commercial fertilizers, maybe even following all the instructions and still wondering why your pepper plants seem stunted, produce fewer fruits, or struggle with disease resistance despite your best efforts. Traditional gardening advice often focuses on NPK ratios and basic organic matter, but this approach really misses the intricate relationships between soil minerals, microbiology, and plant root systems that determine whether your peppers thrive or merely survive. Your pepper plants are constantly communicating with the soil through their root systems, releasing specific compounds to attract beneficial microorganisms and accessing nutrients through complex biochemical exchanges that, honestly, standard fertilizers simply cannot replicate. The truth is, pepper plants have evolved alongside specific soil conditions that modern gardening practices often disrupt. When we really understand and work with these natural relationships instead of, fighting against them, we unlock the plant's genetic potential for explosive growth, enhanced flavor development, and some pretty remarkable disease resistance. So, the 4 unconventional amendments we're about to explore actually work together to recreate these optimal soil conditions, transforming your garden from just a basic growing space into, a true pepper paradise. Diatomaceous earth represents one of gardening's best-kept secrets for pepper cultivation, and honestly, most gardeners only know it as a pest control method. Diatomaceous earth, this fascinating fossilized algae powder, contains microscopic silica structures that truly revolutionize soil physics. This transformation directly benefits pepper root development and nutrient absorption, making it an essential addition to your gardening toolkit. Now, when you incorporate diatomaceous earth into your growing medium, it creates countless tiny air pockets. This dramatically improves drainage while also increasing the soil's water-holding capacity. It's a seemingly impossible combination that peppers absolutely love. The silica in diatomaceous earth over time becomes plant-available. This strengthens pepper plant cell walls, making them naturally more resistant to environmental stress and pathogen attacks. And, this isn't just theoretical. Stronger cell walls mean your peppers can better withstand temperature fluctuations and recover more quickly from transplant shock. Plus, they develop thicker, more robust stems that can support heavier fruit loads without the need for staking. It's a practical benefit that any gardener can appreciate. For maximum impact on your pepper garden, you'll want to incorporate food-grade diatomaceous earth at a rate of about 2 to 3 tablespoons per square foot of growing space. Be sure to work it into the top 6 inches of soil before planting. The key here is, honestly, consistent distribution rather than a concentrated application. You want to create a network of improved soil structure throughout the root zone. Mix diatomaceous earth with your existing soil amendments during bed preparation, and you'll notice improved water infiltration within just a few weeks and stronger plant growth within about a month of application. Spent coffee grounds offer pepper plants a slow-release treasure trove of nutrients that commercial fertilizers struggle to match, but, the real magic lies in understanding how coffee grounds interact with soil chemistry over time. Fresh coffee grounds are actually quite acidic, but as they decompose, they moderate to a nearly neutral pH while releasing nitrogen gradually throughout the growing season, providing exactly the sustained nutrition pepper plants need for continuous fruit production. The organic acids in coffee grounds also serve as natural chelating agents, making previously unavailable soil nutrients accessible to pepper roots. This is particularly important for peppers, which require consistent access to calcium for proper fruit development and magnesium for chlorophyll production. Coffee grounds create an environment where these nutrients remain in forms that plant roots can easily absorb, reducing the likelihood of nutrient deficiencies that manifest as blossom end rot or yellowing leaves. To safely harness coffee grounds' power without over-acidifying your soil, allow used grounds to age for at least 2 weeks before application, or better yet, compost them with other organic materials for a month. Apply aged coffee grounds as a thin layer around established pepper plants, working them lightly into the soil surface. For new beds, incorporate no more than 20% coffee grounds by volume into your soil mix, balancing them with neutral organic matter like aged compost or leaf mold to maintain optimal pH levels. Wood ash represents one of agriculture's oldest soil amendments, yet, modern gardeners often overlook its remarkable benefits for pepper cultivation. Pure hardwood ash contains potassium in readily available forms that peppers can immediately utilize for fruit development, flower production, and, overall plant vigor. The alkalizing effect of wood ash serves multiple purposes in pepper gardens beyond just pH adjustment. Peppers grown in slightly alkaline conditions develop more robust root systems and show increased resistance to soil-borne diseases, particularly the fungal pathogens that honestly tend to plague pepper plants in humid conditions. Wood ash also contains trace amounts of boron, manganese, and other micronutrients that are often deficient in heavily cultivated soils, but essential for pepper plants' enzyme function and fruit quality. Proper wood ash application requires careful attention to timing and quantity to prevent plant burn and soil imbalance. Use only ash from untreated hardwood sources, never from painted wood, pressure-treated lumber, or materials containing chemicals. Apply wood ash sparingly in early spring at a rate of no more than 5 to 10 pounds per 1,000 square feet, working it into the soil several weeks before planting. Test your soil pH before and after application, as wood ash can raise pH significantly, and peppers perform best in soil with pH levels between 6.0 and 6.8. Bokashi fermentation introduces the fourth and honestly perhaps most transformative amendment to your pepper growing system. It brings beneficial microorganisms that create a living soil ecosystem perfectly suited to pepper cultivation. This Japanese fermentation technique produces a soil inoculant that's just teeming with effective microorganisms. These microbes form symbiotic relationships with pepper roots, dramatically increasing nutrient availability and plant disease resistance through natural biological processes. The fermented organic matter from bokashi actually breaks down differently than traditional compost, creating a more diverse microbial community in your soil. This gives your peppers a whole new set of partners for enhanced growth. These beneficial microbes produce plant growth hormones, protect roots from pathogenic organisms, and even help peppers communicate stress signals more effectively. This results in plants that respond more quickly to environmental changes and, honestly, produce more consistent yields. When you combine these 4 unconventional amendments strategically, you create soil conditions that unlock your pepper's genetic potential for exceptional productivity. It's actually a pretty powerful way to take your gardening to the next level. Start with diatomaceous earth to establish proper soil structure, incorporate aged coffee grounds for sustained nutrition, add carefully measured wood ash for mineral balance, and introduce bokashi to establish the beneficial microbial community that ties everything together. Each step works together and, really sets your peppers up for success. This integrated approach transforms ordinary garden soil into a living system that supports pepper plants at every stage of growth, from vigorous seedling development all the way through to abundant harvest production. The synergy between these amendments creates a soil environment where pepper plants can really express their full genetic potential, producing not just more peppers, but peppers with enhanced flavor, improved nutritional content, and natural disease resistance that, reduces your need for external inputs. Your pepper garden becomes a self-sustaining ecosystem that just keeps improving with each growing season. Now that you understand these 4 game-changing soil amendments, it's time to transform your pepper garden into the productive paradise you've always dreamed of. Start implementing these techniques this season and prepare to be amazed by the results your pepper plants can achieve when grown in truly optimized soil. If this guide has opened your eyes to new possibilities for your pepper garden, make sure to subscribe to Smart Garden for more unconventional growing wisdom that goes beyond basic gardening advice. Share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to take their pepper growing to the next level. Together, we can revolutionize how home gardeners approach soil health and plant nutrition. Your peppers are waiting to show you what they're truly capable of producing.